Da-da-da-dum. It's my final group battle for the tournament, and I'm narrating it because you guys only like narrated battles. So that's why I'm narrating this. I'm such a crowd pleaser. Anyways, this battle is against ssbbpokemon, and I'm leading off with Blissey, and he leads with Glalie. Goes for Toxic on Blissey. Honestly, don't give a crap because I have Natural Cure. So I go for Toxic as well. Because, yeah, it'll whittle down Glalie's health bit by bit. It's not like Glalie can do anything to Blissey. And this battle was very laggy. I probably had a crappy connection or something. And now his Glalie starts setting up spikes. And I don't have a Rapid Spinner on this team. In fact, out of all the like 10 boxes of Pokemon I have, not a single one knows Rapid Spin. Anyways, go for Seismic Toss. It does okay damage to Glalie. Combined with the Toxic, it's gonna wear him down pretty fast. And yeah, I've got Soft Boil, so I'm not really all that worried. And he goes for Protect. He wants to stall out the Toxic. But it's fine with me because that'll also drain his own health. And even though he restores a little with his leftovers, but the poison damage takes that all away. And yeah, the poison's not really doing all that much on Blissey, but I'm going to switch it out now because I see an opportunity here. So I bring in Skarmory, and he goes for Spikes again. And I figured this would be a pretty good opportunity for me to also start setting up my Spikes. And the poison's starting to kill him off. And here I went for Brave Bird because I figured he might have Taunt and that'll screw me over. So why not just try to kill him first? And hey, you know what? I'm actually faster. That's really weird. But anyway, Glalie goes down. And Skarmory restores its health again. And then he brings in Heatran, and I'm like, ooh, that's not gonna be good. So, Skarmory has to get the hell out of there because I'm gonna need him later on. And I bring in Azumarill. Yes, not Blissey. I'm sure you guys all expected Blissey, but Azumarill can take the Fire Blast as well. Although that was kinda disappointing. And he goes for another Fire Blast. I figured, yeah, Azumarill's gonna live that. So I can go for the Waterfall. And because this Azumarill's Bandit, that's gonna wreck his Heatran. So yeah, I'm doing pretty good so far. Like, I knocked out 2 of his Pokemon already, and the only one of mine that's close to being knocked out is Azumarill. And here I figured, I was hoping Azumarill would be faster, but it wasn't for some reason. Like, what's Azumarill's base speed in comparison to Swampert's? I think Azumarill's speed is higher. But anyway, bring in Skarmory because a Swampert's not gonna be able to do crap to my Skarmory. And he protects, don't know why, go for Spikes. So yeah, any sashes he has are now screwed. And Skarmory restores a little health to get back to full HP. Set up the second layer of Spikes. And here it comes, Swampert's devastating Waterfall. Oh my god, I can't watch. Oh man, I wonder how Skarmory is gonna live that. I mean, wow, that's just ridiculous. And here comes the third layer of Spikes. So I'm good to go. And he goes for Waterfall again. Like, if he had Hydro Pump or something, he would have at least been doing moderately decent damage. But the Waterfalls are just pathetic. And he goes for Waterfall again. Yeah, that's not gonna work. And now I just Whirlwind. to hopefully pull in some unfortunate Pokemon that Skarmory can take out. Come on, just go already, Swampert. I don't know why, but Swampert always takes freaking forever to get recalled or roared out or something. Anyways, in comes his Rampardos. And yeah, I think Rock resists flying, so Brave Bird's not really a smart choice. He goes for Stone Edge. That actually did quite a lot, so yeah, I'm just gonna Whirlwind him out. Because I know he has some Pokemon that really can't touch Skarmory. Like Swampert, for example. And then he brings in Miss Magius. And yeah, that's not good. Because Skarmory's not faster. And it's going to die to like a Thunderbolt or something. So this calls for a retreat. Bring in Blissey, who walls Miss Magius to no end. And thanks to Natural Cure, the poison's gone. So, as expected, Thunderbolts. Crap damage. I think the leftovers like recovered all of it. And he makes the wise move and switches out Miss Magius. And he brings in Rampardos. Now, Blissey's taken quite some stuff in the past, like it survived a Banded Flygon's Outrage and a Shiftry's Explosion. But I don't know if it can stand up to Rampardos' Stone Edge. But anyway, I poison Rampardos on the switch. So that's nice. And here I was just gonna take a little gamble of long odds. Switch out into Miss Magius because it has a sash. So it could survive a Stone Edge, but he goes for Rock Polish. So yay! Which kind of worked out for me. I mean, sure, he's faster now and going for a Stone Edge. And does massive damage, but that's my focus sash. Ha ha! And then I go for a Shadow Ball and wipe out his Rampardos. Which was really nice because Rampardos could have possibly threatened my Skarm Bliss combination. Anyways, out comes his Sceptile. Smart move because it's bound to be faster than Miss Magius. So, better get Miss Magius the hell out of there. And bring in Articuno because, quite honestly, Sceptile can't lay a finger on Articuno. And he goes for Leaf Blade, so it's a physical Sceptile. And that damage was crappy, to say the least. Lefty's recovery and lag, lots of lag. So he switches out Sceptile, which is a smart move. And I kinda figured he'd switch. Didn't know who he was going to switch into. Apparently it's Swampert, so I'll just go and set up a Reflect. Because that'll help me out in the long run. And more lag. And lefties. Yeah, now, let's see. And Articuno also packs Toxic, so Swampert's going to suffer a slow and painful death. And he goes for a Waterfall. I really wonder what that Swampert's moveset is. Like, doesn't it have Stone Edge or something? Anyways, thanks to the Reflect, the Waterfall did absolutely nothing. And he restores health and poison damage and crap. So I just go for Ice Beam because what else am I gonna do? And it's not all that bad. It'll add up. And then he uses Mirror Coat. I did not see that coming. So yeah, that was a bummer. So Ice Beam's out of the question now, obviously. Because another Mirror Coat like that is gonna kill my Articuno, and I might need it to counter Sceptile, but he switches out Swampert for some reason. And I'm like, okay. Brings in his Miss Magius. Yes, he also had a Miss Magius. And I use the switch to Roost. Yep, Articuno is good to go again. Restore some leftovers. And then his Miss Magius goes for Nasty Plot. And I'm like, ooh, this might get a bit messy. I wish I still had a Azumarill at this point, because Azumarill's Banded Aqua Jet could rip that Miss Magius to shreds. But I Toxic it. At least take out its Focus Sash if it has one. And then he goes for Confuse Ray, so it's an annoying Miss Magius. Wonderful. And here, Confusion Hacks. Jolly. And more poison damage. I really don't like Confusion Hacks, like I never ever get lucky with it. And he goes for the +2 Thunderbolt. And I managed to live it, even though Articuno like got one hit KO'd by a Luxray's Thunderbolt against Regigod, I think. And I damage myself again. So yeah, Articuno, you suck. And Articuno goes down. So, bummer. Still have more Pokemon that are better than Articuno. So, I bring in my own Miss Magius. I'm hoping to get lucky on the speed tie here. And I do get lucky, or mine's just plain faster. Shadow Ball takes out his Miss Magius, so threat averted. Way to go, Miss Magius. You're awesome. So yeah, things aren't really looking good for him. He only has 2 Pokemon left, Swampert and Sceptile. And the spikes are really starting to take their toll on them. So we go for another Shadow Ball, take out Swampert. Don't know why he didn't send in Sceptile, because Sceptile would have been faster than Miss Magius and could have killed it. But yeah, it's his decision, and I'm not. I'm happy with the way he did things, because yeah, the way he's doing things is making me win. So Sceptile goes for Leaf Blade, and I'm just going to let Miss Magius die now, because I want to bring in my next Pokemon safely without any damage, or it might die, and that's not good. So bring in Skarmory, and he goes for the Substitute. I'm like, yeah, dude, whatever you want. It's not gonna help you very much. And activates his Lychee Berry. And I immediately go for the Brave Bird to break that sub. And I get a critical. Really great. Just when I get a critical, he has to have a sub up. But the critical wouldn't have been necessary, because a regular Brave Bird would have raped that Sceptile in mere seconds. So here he goes for his +1, possibly Overgrow boosted Leaf Blade. And it's laughable. And just to add insult to injury, I roost in his face, making it even more obvious that he's never going to take out Skarmory with that Sceptile. And then he goes for Swords Dance. I don't know what he was thinking there. But, yeah, he really couldn't have done anything else to change this around, because I pretty much just did too good. So Skarmory wipes out Sceptile, and I won the match. Which means that there's now a 3-way tie in my group, so I'm going to have to battle ssbbpokemon and Colapole again. So yeah, that's all for this battle. See you guys next time. Yeah.